Knicks hoping that RJ Barrett turns out to be a great pick. They took him third overall tonight. We're now joined by Scott Perry. He joins us from the Knicks Training Center in Greenberg. MSG 150 Speed Dial presented by Fios by Verizon. Scott, thanks so much for your time. Tell everyone what to expect from RJ Barrett.
Well, first of all, thanks, guys, for having me out. I think this is an exciting night for our organization and for Knicks fans that we were able to select RJ Barrett in this draft. I think you can expect a high-level competitor, a guy who's super driven to become the very best basketball player he can become, brings a lot of versatility, position versatility to the game, very capable scorer. I think he's an underappreciated rebounder and an underappreciated passer. I think we think this young man is going to be able to affect the game in multiple ways and at both ends of the floor. And we're just excited to have him and have him, become a part of what we're building here.
Hey, Scott, because there's so many rumors, obviously, and so much movement before the draft, was there any offer at all that came your way that made you think about moving the pick, or no?
No, I don't. There's nothing that came our way that was really going to shake us from number 3 that we heard during this draft process. We were really locked into RJ and keeping the pick, and so nothing really came our way that made any sense for us. Again, anytime you can land a player that you feel has got a chance to be a very good starter in this league. You've got to take advantage of drafting that player, and we think that RJ can become that. And again, he's the type of individual that he himself will not settle for anything less than being a success. So when you get self-driven players like that, as you know, I think the sky's the limit for those kind of guys.
Scott, we all saw him play in college, and he was tremendous. First-team All-American, great leader with the Duke Blue Devils, high intensity and a tough environment. What, when you got your hands on him and met him personally, impressed you so much about him?
Well, Wally, the young man first, I think when he came in here, it came to our facility, he won the building over. He spent a lot of time, not only with the coaches and front office staff, but the training staff and development staff here, and he won everyone over with his personality, his approach, not only to the game but to life, and he just was such a natural fit. And again, I think when we watched him do his work on the floor, he's a lot stronger than I think people realize. He has a very strong base. I think he's going to be able to score from a variety of places on the basketball floor. We've talked a lot about it. I know you guys have discussed his need to get better as a perimeter, more consistent as a perimeter jump shooter. He realizes that. I think it's improved from the time he left Duke to the time he showed up here when he worked out because his mechanics are pretty solid. And again, he's a tireless worker, and I think that part of his game will only get better and better.
Scott, you pulled out magic last year when you took Mitchell Robinson in the second round. What do you got up your sleeve the rest of the way? As of now, you guys are picking 55th overall. We know you got a little trick up your sleeve, right?
If we could clone Mitchell Robinson, that's who we select at 55. So, but we're going to do our best. Our scouting staff here is terrific. These young men have done a terrific job throughout the season. Really sticking to our process, really gathering intel on players, spending countless hours of evaluating film and tape, along with myself and Steve Mills. And so we're hoping that, you need a little bit of luck sometimes when you're drafting that low at 55 for a player to drop down that you really think has a chance of being effective for you. But again, I think we'll be ready, and we'll do our very best to get a player that hopefully can make this basketball team and add to our base of talent here.
All right, Scott. Hey, we're going to leave it there. Thanks so much for your time on a very busy night. We appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the night.
Thank you, guys. Maybe we can find a Wally Szczerbiak at 55.
Get a shooter at 55.
Scott,
Let's get some
Scott,
shooters.
These are good.
He doesn't defend, Scott.
Oh, come on.
And not only that,
He's a team defender.
he doesn't pass.
Scott, tell him.
He doesn't pass?
He doesn't.
But now the game is now you got to be able to make shots. So we need that.
Need some makers.
Some shooting.
That's right. Need some makers.
Exactly.
Scott, thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
For more great videos from the MSG 150, check out right there. And remember, our show is on Monday through Thursday, 8 to 10:30 p.m. on MSG Network and MSG Go.